Apple's name was Alice. And her name was Alice Apple. And Alice Apple had an aunt. Alice Apple's aunt, her name was Annie. And one day she asked her Aunt Annie, "Can I have a pet, please?" And Aunt Annie said, "Oh, yes, you can have a pet." And Alice Apple said, I know, I want an alligator for a pet." And Aunt Annie went, "What? No, alligators can be dangerous." So she said, "You can't have an alligator for a pet." And so Alice Apple was so sad that she made this noise. Ah, ah, ah. Can you make that noise with me? Ah, ah, ah. She was crying, and Aunt Annie said, well, what about getting an anteater for a pet? And Alice Apple was still sad and said, "No, I can't have an anteater for a pet. They have long tongues and their tongues look like snakes, and I don't want a pet anteater." And so what sound did she make? Ah, ah, ah. So she said, Aunt Annie said, well, what about an ant? Would you like an ant for a pet? And Alice Apple stopped crying and she said, "Yes, maybe an ant would be a good pet for me." And so they got a pet ant. And so when we do our letter A, we go, Alice Apple, Alice Apple, ah, ah, A. Okay, this is the sign for A. Okay, when people who can't hear make a sign for A, they go like this. Okay, so let's do it again. Ready? Alice Apple, Alice Apple, ah, ah, A. One more time. Ready? Alice Apple.